match guarantee when you book at Hilton.com. Joel Embiid dominated last night in Game 3, finished 33 points, 10 rebounds, 5 blocks. During the fourth quarter, Mark Jackson had some very high praise for Embiid. Let's take a listen.
This guy has been dominant, absolutely dominant. It will be a crime if he leaves this game, barring any injury, not being compared to the best big man that's ever played this game. He's got to be in that discussion. It'd be a crime if he leaves the game and that's not the case.
Hold on. Pump the brakes. No, pump your brakes. Are you? No. We're not going to do that to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. Pump your brakes.
The evidence is in front of us. Barring injury, this guy has put on display tonight what he can do all year long.
I'm not knocking how great he can be, but don't compare him yet to the all-time greats.
All right, Skip, do you agree with Mark Jackson?
I do, with a caveat, big asterisk. The obvious issue here is the injury history and the injury future. And I hate to say this publicly, but I have serious doubts that Joel Embiid can stay healthy enough, long enough, over 10 or 12 years to make the case that he is the all-time greatest big man. But does he have that potential? Have we already seen enough? You better believe we have.
Sure.
We haven't seen a whole lot, but we've seen enough. And by the way, he's only played in 158 of 246 possible games so far. So he's played in 64% of the games. And I'm already completely sold on everything I've seen. And again, we're talking about, could he eclipse, if he stayed healthy, Kareem, Shaq, Russell, Wilt? I don't know. I'll tell you what I give him that none of those guys had. As artful and skilled as Kareem was, as great of touch as he had on the little sky hook, and he was a good free throw shooter at 72%, this guy has better shooting touch than even Kareem had. And when you talk about Shaq and Wilt trying to shoot free throws, or even Bill Russell, nightmare, right? This guy isn't a good free throw shooter. He's a really good free throw shooter. He made 80% this year. And just let me just throw out a few games of his this year. Just this past regular season, he had 3 12 out of 14 games. He had a 19 of 22. He had a 12 out of 12. He had a 17 of 19 free throws. He had 14 of 17, and then he pulled it all off coming home against Boston, 20 of 21 against the Celtics. So against the Celtics just this year, he made 47 of 55 free throws. Man, that's I'm sorry, that was a 4-game stretch. He's 39 of 42 against the Celtics, 93% this year. For his career against Boston, he's 92%. That's your arch rival in the East. No big man's ever been able to do that. Is he shooting too many threes because it just goes up, and the percentage is creeping down? Yes, he does. But can he make big threes? He made 3 out of 4 last night because he's got clutch blood in him. He's got some killer in him. I told you earlier in the show, Dwight Howard never took anything seriously enough. This guy, when it's time, he'll clown and celebrate and do the airplane and the shimmy shake and the rock the baby and all that. But when it's time to make clutch shots or clutch blocks, I haven't seen anything better than this guy. And just before I hand it off to you, did you see the back-to-back plays he made on defense and offense last night? It was mid-second quarter. If we could see this, there's a block on Norman Powell. How do you pull that? That's a big man just blocked that shot from behind. So then they come up to the other end, and here he comes, and he's coming up the floor, and he's the trailer, and he just right in Gasol's face, boom. Now, those are 2 extraordinary plays by a 7-foot guy. Again, does he have some weight issues? Yes, I get all that. But look at the potential of those 2 plays. He blocked a smaller man who had a step on him, and then he comes down and shoots a cold-blooded 3 right in Gasol's mug. Okay?
Skip, I can't say I disagree with you. I actually agree with you, but I had to hear what Mark said. I thought Mark was saying he's going to be. He said he should be in the conversation. Because I was like, he should be in the conversation as the all-time greatest. I said he might be, but it's going to be a conversation he's having by himself. Now, should he be, Skip? None of these big men that you mentioned possessed his skill set.
No.
None of them could shoot the basketball like he could.
They seriously don't.
They didn't have three-point range.
That's a mouthful you're saying.
They did not.
They did not.
Wow.
I watched Kareem I watched Shaq. I watched Akeem Olajuwon, who's one of my favorite players. I watched David Robinson. I wasn't alive. I was alive, but I was a little bitty boy when Wilt was playing. Don't remember anything about Bill Russell, but the footage. None of them could shoot the ball like he could. That's not conjecture, Skip. That's not hyperbole. That's fact. So, and he said something very important. He says, barring injury.
Yep.
Remember Mark Jackson, they criticized Mark Jackson. In 2013, Mark Jackson said Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are the best shooting backcourt in the history of the NBA. Man, Mark Jackson crazy. He's a homer. He's suffering from, I don't know if this is a word, homerism, which is the act of being a homer.
Okay.
Whoa, no way, no way. Do you remember this backcourt? Do you remember that backcourt? Ask anybody that said Mark Jackson was crazy when he made that statement, how they feel about Steph and Klay right now. So he should be. He said it's a crime with the ability that he possesses.
Yep.
If Joel Embiid does not put himself in that conversation, it's a crime on him, not us. Because we see what he possessed.
Sure.
The skill set, the ability to shoot the basketball. You foul him, as you mentioned. He was shot 80% this year. He's a 79% free throw shooter for his career.
Yep.
Very few, Skip, they're the big man shooting 79% from the free throw line? That doesn't happen very often. So he should, when it's all said and done, you said it very well. I don't know if he'll play long enough because all those guys played in the teens, 13, 14, 15 years.
Or Kareem.
Yeah, Kareem played 20. Shaq played like 18, 17, 18. David Robinson played for a number of years. Olajuwon, I think, played 16, 17. Can he get to those? Can he make it to 10? Can he make it to 10 with his health-related issue, with his knee? But he should be in the conversation with his ability, Skip.
Yep. I always said, to me, Shaquille O'Neal was the most dominant big man I ever saw, but it was only for about a 3-game.
You know they lift Joel Embiid at 250 pounds?
Yeah.
They say Joel Embiid, they said, who's the other big guy? What's the other big guy with them, with Philly? Wait. Greg Monroe.
Oh, Greg Monroe.
Greg Monroe. They say Greg Monroe outweighs Joel Embiid by 15 pounds.
I don't know about that.
They got Greg Monroe at 265. They got Joel Embiid at 250. Joel Embiid hadn't weighed 250 since he was in high school. That's the problem that concerns. That's it, Skip. But skill set, touch, shooting the basketball, none of it. No, look here. That's no disrespect to those guys because those guys are in the Hall. They're all-time greats. But they couldn't shoot the ball like this kid can shoot the ball.
LeBron James can't shoot the ball like this kid can shoot the ball. Seriously. Seriously.
Look.
LeBron is a career 74% free throw shooter. And again, he's improved some as a three-point shooter.
A lot.
Yeah, some. But listen, he doesn't have the stroke and the touch that this giant man has.
Well, guess what? I know another guy didn't have the stroke and the touch that this giant man had.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
The jump man.
Huh?
Jump man can't shoot three-pointers like him.
The jump man didn't try to shoot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That man, right? That's what I'm saying. So you always try to get me. I'm not going there because I know. Because here's the thing: you try to drag LeBron into this, and then I bring Jordan up, but I ain't gonna let you do it. Yeah. He tried to put, but no. I'm gonna resist the force. I'm gonna resist the urge.
I was just trying to point out how extraordinary this guy is because the guy you still say is the best player on the planet doesn't have this free throw touch this man does.
I can resist the urge of like somebody else I know when they walk past. Right, Jenny?
I don't know.
Where you going? Where you going today, Jenny?
Depends where I'm going.
I don't know. Where are you going, Jenny?
I'm going to brunch. I'm going to brunch.
That I didn't get Skip and I didn't get invited.
Friends from the show.
Oh, I'm glad.
You're both invited.
No. Don't do that.
I just didn't want to bug you guys on a Friday. You know, there's a lot of plans going on.
What did you tell me, Jenny? Oh, I knew you were going out of town, so that's why I scheduled it today. Did you not say that?
I did say that.
Oh, okay.
It's good planning. Okay. Skip, I didn't think you wanted to come. I'm sorry, I didn't invite you.
Idea.
But I would love to take you and Ernestine out one day.
No, Skip, don't go. Don't go. Say if Shay Sharp can't go, Ernestine can't go.
Wow, Shannon.
I can't go. Yep.
Nothing is safe.
We're a package deal. Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp are a package deal.
Lead the Bucks to a win in Boston tonight. I'm in charge of this, Shannon. We're moving on. We'll discuss next.